The early 90s saw the birth of one of the most iconic gaming franchises that has ever existed. Considered by many to be the granddaddy of the FPS genre, Doom set the stage for many of the top franchises that people love today. And within 2 years of its release, Doom was played by an estimated 15 to 20 million people, and I wasn't one of them. In fact, the only PC games I had ever played were Duke 3D, the original 3-episode release, Combat Flight Simulator 3, and a demo version of Free Space 2, back when demos used to come in paper sleeves. And now, in 2023, I'm finally playing Doom for the first time. I've played Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal on Xbox, so I understand the premise. Kill everything that moves. I'm playing on Hurt Me Plenty just to get a feel for things. Starting out in Hangar, it's a good introductory level, small and not complicated. It introduces the zombie men and the imps, the lower tier fodder. The basic pistol doesn't do much damage, but it's useful in a pinch. It became clear right away that the secrets were important to the progression of the game, often having some of the weapons that you wouldn't find until much later in the episode. And without finding some of these, I could see some of these fights being tough, even on Hurt Me Plenty. Some of the secrets are opened by switches, or hidden doors, or my least favorite, walking past a certain area of the map that triggers a timed entryway. It turns into a game of hide and seek, and I'm glad that it isn't commonplace today. Next is Nuclear Plant, and this is where I first got to try out the shotgun, and this thing is perfect. It has a nice punchy sound that makes it feel like it's doing some serious damage. You can take out multiple weak enemies with one blast, or drop a pinky in a couple of well-placed shots. It's also got a good range on it, which is something that can't be said for most modern games. The level itself is pretty good, a lot of dark areas and tight corridors. I was expecting more of a linear game where you have to find keys to progress, but there was more than a few maps where you could bypass whole sections and get to the exit sooner, which was a pleasant surprise. Toxic Refinery. Another quality level, introduces the shotgunners, which are easy enough to deal with, especially when they're landing shots into their own guys. Pink demons make their appearance here. They can take a bit of punishment, but because they're a melee-only monster, they're pretty low on the priority list. This was the first time I found the supercharge pickup, which gives you 100 health and can overheal you up to 200. I found the rocket launcher in here after a little bit of hide and seek with a timed door, which I didn't really use in this episode. Shortly after, I found the chain gun, which uses the same ammo as your pistol, and this thing is a lead spitter. It's perfect for mowing down large groups of enemies. I stumbled across the exit to the secret level in this one as well. I don't really know how I got here, but I got here. Military Base. The secret level of episode 1, and it's decent. I'm used to secret levels being a bit higher in difficulty, and this one definitely is. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I used the rocket launcher as well. Beautiful. There's a bit of black magic fuckery here in this room with the rocket launcher. It seems like when you grab it, a door opens for a room full of enemies, gives them access to a teleporter. This one is chock full of enemies. God, I love this shotgun. I found the chainsaw in a previous level, I can't remember where, but this thing is great for taking care of the pinkies. Too bad it's so goddamn annoying.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
The Spectre shows up here for the first time. They're just half invisible pinkies, but they're a serious pain in the ass in the dark areas. The secret near the end of the map really threw me for a loop. It took me a while to figure this one out. The lack of jumping in this game really messed with me for a while, but this is a good intro to the platforming in this game. Command Control. Another good level, lots of shotgun food in this one, and that's really all I can say about it. Next is the Phobos Lab. This one is packed with secrets. All in all, a good map. I really like this section here where you get swarmed with enemies. It's a good spot to test the chain gun's full potential. And this is the first time I found the computer area map. It's a handy tool that exposes the unexplored portions of the map, but it almost makes finding the secrets too easy. I found the light amplification visor in the area just beyond the blue door, and thank Christ, because this area is ridiculously dark. And this pentagram teleporter was a dick move. Central Processing is probably my least favorite level in this episode. A bit of a confusing layout with a bunch of backtracking, and there's so many monster closets. So many. Computer Station is not bad, but another one with a layout that doesn't make much sense, but it's got a lot of good elevation changes, which makes the level itself pretty interesting. There's also a cool platforming section, which you need to do to get to a couple of secrets. I think this is also the only game that I've ever played that required a key card to get to a secret area, which I never would have found without the computer. Phobos Anomaly, the final level of the episode, and it starts out with a bang. There are only a handful of enemies in the map, and the final boss is two barons of hell. but fortunately I'm well stocked with rocket launcher ammo. They go down pretty easy, hit the switch, and wait too long for a set of stairs to raise. Step on the portal and get sent to a room full of demons. After playing through the first episode, I wish I'd bumped the difficulty up to at least ultra-violent. I've always heard Doom is a tough game, but on Hurt Me Plenty it was pretty easy. And this is coming from someone who had never played the game. But the 20 years of playing Duke probably helped. And that's it. That's all.